I turned $20 into $42,355, and this is how I did it. It all started on July 16th when I was watching YouTube and saw this video from Graham Stephan explaining what compound interest is and how important it is to start investing early on. I immediately began scouring YouTube for ways to make money. And after spending hours sifting through content and being relentlessly sold courses, I found one video that changed my life. And that was a video about curb painting. The concept is simple. Step 1, buy the supplies. This will cost about $40. Step 2, knock on doors. Here's the sales pitch I used. Pause the video if you want to read it. Worked great for me. Step 3, paint the curbs. I charged $20 to paint one side of the driveway and $29 to paint the house number on both sides of the driveway. I ended up pitching this idea to my best friend, and he was on board, so we both spent $20 and ordered all the equipment. On July 26th at 6 p.m., the supplies were delivered, and we immediately started practicing on a cardboard box. By 7:30, I was knocking on my very first door. I was insanely nervous and ended up having to restart my pitch multiple times before I could finally finish it because I kept tripping over my words and messing up. Miraculously, the customer agreed to let me paint both sides of his driveway, so I pocketed the $29, painted his curb, and moved on to the next house. I ended up making exactly $69 that evening. I began knocking on doors non-stop after that night. On my best day, I cleared $400 in a single day, and I remember genuinely contemplating becoming a full-time curb painter for the rest of my life. On August 18th, I opened my investment account and threw $3,000 into an S&P 500 index fund. Just shout out to Graham Stephan for all the advice, because I wouldn't have known what to do without him. 2 months after I first started curb painting, on August 27th, I decided I wanted out of the curb painting business. Now, I have so much respect for people who go door to door and legitimately do door to door sales. It is hard work, and it's so emotionally draining to knock on doors all day, get rejected all day, and you have to constantly act extremely enthusiastic. It's so hard, so the biggest respect for you guys. But I wanted out of the curb painting business. So I started knocking on doors and offering to weed flower beds. I eventually got my first job, and I charged the customer whatever she wanted to pay. I had no clue how to quote jobs, and I remember telling her, like, pay me whatever you want, whatever you think is fair. And I pulled those weeds. Got lucky, and on that first house, the lady paid me $60 for an hour's worth of work. And after I finished, she also posted me on an app called Nextdoor, and she left my name and number on there and basically told them I was a young kid hustling, trying to make some money by pulling weeds, and my phone started blowing up. So the first person that texted me, I told them I'd be there soon, and I rode my bike like 3 miles to her house. Went there, pulled weeds all day, and ended up only making $20. And that's when I realized I needed to start charging. I went home that evening and watched hours of landscaping videos. I actually gave my first quote the next morning. Here's a picture. I took my friend with me, and I remember bringing a tape measure, measuring random things, used my phone to take pictures of random things, just because I thought it would help me look professional. In reality, I had no clue what I was doing. Somehow, we ended up landing the job, and here's what it looked like after we finished. The numbers on landscaping were pretty good. When I first started, I was making about $25 an hour in profit. But after I bought some equipment, raised my prices, started moving faster, I was making between $30 and $50 an hour regularly. I remember on this job right here, I made $70 an hour, over $70 an hour, and that was a good day. At this point, I had a few friends trained up, and I would pay them $15 an hour to help out whenever I needed them. I hit a net worth of $5,000 on November 22nd, and then 5 months after that, I hit a net worth of $10,000 on April 28th, and then only 3.5 months after that, I hit a net worth of $20,000. This was all from landscaping. This whole time, I was saving every penny possible. Like, I'd go out to eat with friends and just get a water cup. I even had gift cards saved up from the Christmas before, and I planned on saving them until I moved out. I was obsessed with saving and investing my money. On September 29th, I bought my truck from one of my customers who's ending his contracting business. He sold me a Chevy 2500 for $6,000, and the Kelly Blue Book on it estimates it to be worth 15 to 20 grand. So that was a massive shot to my net worth. That was a good day. Fast forward to January of 2021, and my net worth hit just over $42,000. I definitely worked hard, but I know there's lots of people watching who are probably in my similar position, and my advice to you is just do something. Just take one step today, right now, that will bring you closer to your goals. I'm not ignorant to the fact that I'm extremely lucky. I was born in a first world country. If I was born in a different country, I wouldn't have been able to do this. I have a phone with access to internet. My parents were supportive of me going out and hustling every day. My dad had a truck, and that helped me a lot with landscaping in the beginning. If I never even clicked on that first curb painting video, never even would have started. If I never saw Graham Steffen's videos, never even would have started. So there's a lot of things looking back where I was extremely lucky. If that first customer never posted me, none of this would ever happen. So there's lots of instances like that where I got extremely lucky. But regardless, I put in the work, and if you don't put in the work, you're not even gonna get the chance to get lucky. My goal is to hit 100K net worth by 18, and I will be documenting every part of that on this YouTube channel. I have big plans for the future. The next video I drop is gonna be a banger. So please subscribe, and this is your chance to be an OG subscriber. Thank you, and leave a comment. What are your goals for the future? I'm genuinely interested, and I'll reply. So thank you, and have a good day.